Now, yesterday we discussed how Channel 10 boycotted Australia Day. They're not alone. Major companies such as Telstra and Woodside Energy have also introduced policies allowing staff to work January 26 and take some other day off instead. Now, some of you may just feel that this is a cynical ploy by big business to not lose a single day of productivity, but I reckon it's a lot more than that going on. Combined with councils getting rid of citizenship ceremonies and everything else, this amounts to some of the most powerful institutions in our culture saying our National Day is not worth celebrating. Now, I spoke about this earlier in the show, but one man that I know will be celebrating Australia Day is Steve Christou from Cumberland City Council. Steve, thank you so much for joining us here. Your council has a rich migrant history. You're going to be celebrating Australia Day, aren't you?
Absolutely, we will. Our council has the second most diverse community in New South Wales. These people have come from migrant backgrounds, refugees, traumatised backgrounds. They've become citizens and they love Australia Day. They love the fact that it's January 26 and they're proud to be Australians. And definitely in my time as mayor, I ensured that even through COVID, Cumberland City Council continues the Australia Day tradition, and I'm happy that January 26 is scheduled in.
Okay, but what does it mean? You know, what do the large numbers of migrants who come to your council and they live there and they're happy and peaceful and prosperous and they're told by inner city woke elites, oh, no, don't celebrate the National Day of the country that took you in, where you found peace, where you found prosperity, where you started a business, where you're raising a family. No, that's all terrible. Don't do it. What message does that send to them?
Well, look, they can't understand it. The message I get loud and clear from our residents, what is this lunacy? Who are these people to tell us not to be proud of the country we've adopted? We've come here, we've created a life for ourselves. Who's telling us that we can't have this? Why is this happening in this country?
And
why?
And what is your reaction then when you see, during the election campaign, Anthony Albanese was very clear. He said, no, we've got no problem with Australia Day. We love Australia Day. That's all fine. That's all wonderful. And now, out of nowhere, he suddenly changed the rules. He said, no, you don't have to do it on that day. We're seeing councils in Melbourne. We've seen Marybeck Council and a couple of other councils already around there. And I'm sure we will see it here. I bet Inner West councils could be first cab off the rank here in Sydney. What do you think about Anthony Albanese and the Labor Party when they make these sorts of moves?
Well, look, this is another example of the Labor Party hating our way of life and our traditions. They've given us, in the space of 2 months, ISIS brides and a voice referendum, which is not needed, and now they want to trash Australia Day. And quite frankly, this is a backdoor effort to kill Australia Day by stealth.
Are you concerned too, though, that behind all of this is this looming force of the Greens? Because, Albanese said, no, we won't go into business with the Greens. We won't be in coalition with them. And now all of a sudden on this, but also energy and some other areas too, we're starting to see Labor dance to their tune. Are you concerned that the Greens have got too much power behind the scenes in Canberra?
Of course I have. The Labor Party is beholden to the Greens because they need their votes in the Senate. And we see this every week with the decisions they're making, and they're not traditional Labor Party decisions. Well, they are now with the modern Labor Party. They're in bed with the Greens, and poor Australian people are going to be suffering for a long time to come under this government.
And just tell me, finally, what is your council doing on Australia Day? How are you guys marking the day?
We're going to have citizenship ceremonies in the morning, and then we'll be at Holroyd Gardens at 6 o'clock and having a massive Australia Day event, barbecues, food stalls, face painting, the works. Come out to Holroyd Gardens 6 o'clock and celebrate Australia Day with Cumberland City Council.
That sounds like an awful lot of fun. I hope a lot of people go out there and join Steve Christou. Thanks so much for joining us, and a Merry Christmas to you.